discuss, right? I'll read these real quick and then you can gather it.
It was just when he said that if it's something about young pussy, like, are you trying to say like younger pussy is more like better? I was trying to just figure that out.
I'm just gonna say,
okay, baby.
Right, because like, hold on. My experience. Okay, go ahead.
I'm just gonna say, a lot of older women believe that because they're older, more experienced, their pussy's golden. I'm just gonna say, if a young chick is 18 years old, it's just as good as a 29-year-old, or if not even better, because it's new. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, but why necessarily is it new? Because when I was 18, that was when I was really having a lot of fun.
Damn, that was a long time ago.
You know,
me too. I know 14-year-old girls that are having fun.
Exactly. When I was wild, you know, at my younger age, and I sampled some stuff. It was like, wait, well, where the walls at? Where the grip? Where the girt? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what's going on in here. So I've experienced some things, and that was when I was younger.
That's real here. At 18, if you had that experience, you're 29 now or 28. So all that racked up experience is even more now. So what do I prefer? Less mileage or more mileage?
That doesn't have any. I don't believe that I don't
see.
Okay.
See? I got you there.
But here's the thing.
Okay. Well, no, I'll let you finish and then go ahead.
I feel my thing is that just because they're young doesn't mean that their vaginas are better.
True,
right? I done had a child and everything, and when I work out, I'm doing Kegels right now. Okay, so it's that's the thing. It's like a man can have sex with a woman, and a bitch don't even know how to do Kegels on the dick. So it's like
that's true.
You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't have the age difference. Is not. I don't think that because it could be an 18-year-old with a loose ass pussy.
But the point I'm trying to make is that like no matter the age, pussy's pussy. Golden or not. That's the whole point.
And not only that, you can't fight hardwired attraction traits. I can sit here and tell you that 6'3" guy is a fucking loser. That 5'10" guy is better. But what are you gonna go with most of the time? They're gonna go with the guy that's 6'3", even though he might be mediocre. So you're saying that 18-year-old bitch she's whack. Like her box might not even be that good. It doesn't matter because men are attracted to younger women. It's just men are attracted to youth, beauty, and fertility. It's been that way since the beginning of time. Just like you're attracted to a taller man. Even though that taller man might not necessarily measure up to the guy that's 5'10", that 6'3" guy is going to have a better advantage in the dating marketplace simply because he has a biological hard-triggered advantage that women look for.
Okay, so what about have you had you're attracted to a younger person because obviously they're younger and beautiful and their vagina and whatever, but you know. Like you said, the attraction or
it's
the mental,
it's subconscious,
or the mental. Like you have a conversation and the bitch is dumb as hell, dumb as a box of rocks.
Yeah, for sure.
And you like, well, bitch,
niggas don't care.
You like? That's why I feel like sometimes with older women, it's like men will, even if they might not look better or they might not, you know what I'm saying? It's just the mental or just like being intelligent or just having sense.
Well, here's the thing.
Don't have fucking sense.
Here's the thing. The more beautiful the woman, the more a guy is willing to tolerate when it comes to fuckery. Like, let's be honest here. Absolutely. How many dumb bimbos do you guys know that are on the arms of millionaires, whatever it may be, and they're fucking dumb as
Melina.
rocks? Okay. So
absolutely.
So that's just what comes with the territory. Just like a guy that might be a weirdo, but he has money and he might be attractive. You might be, oh, you know what? I'll tolerate this shit because he kind of whack.
Because he paying the bills.
Yeah, exactly. So it's the same thing. Like
I know he watching.
Like men and women will tolerate inadequacy from the other gender if they're super strong in one thing. So like if you got a young girl that's like dumb as fuck, well, as a man, you're a leader. You can make her into a better girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? You can train her. You can she's coachable. You can make her better. So that's not an issue. But I know what you're saying. Yeah, so that's kind of what it is.
Absolutely. So when you're older, you just gotta get surgery so you can stay young and fine. Stay young and fine.
I have one more thing, real quick. Sure. My grandmother, she got married at 51, and her husband was 29, and they're still married. And this is like 15 years in.
Well, I mean, exceptions don't make the rule, but most guys, I mean,
hold up, what?
Yeah.
Say that again.
He was 29 and married a 50-some-year-old.
He was 29.
He was 29.
Right. Maybe it was something he really loved about it.
Yeah. And my grandmother was maybe 49, 51, 50. One of those
when
ages.
I'm 50, I'm still going to be fine as hell.
Right. And she's still a little cutie, so.
Dang.
Nope. All right.
Talk to me.
I mean, that's remember, ladies, you can't use exceptions to the rule. Like, are most guys that are 29 gonna marry a woman that's that old?
I mean, it's not normal.
Probably not.
Right.
Yeah.
And also, to be honest, probably doesn't have that many options. Anytime you guys see dudes do weird stuff like that, 9 out of 10 times they probably don't have that many sexual viable options, bro. Like Men are only as faithful as their options. I know we talk a lot about female nature on this podcast. Let's talk about male nature a little bit. Guys will say and do anything to get sex. And a lot of guys get the girls that they can get. So the woman that you see him with is probably the best that he can do a lot of the times.
A reflection of.
So if
he
you
was
give a
tall
guy,
like you. He was tall and handsome. He's tall and handsome.
then he doesn't understand his worth. He's dummy.
He might got a little
or
bit.
he might be a bum or something. Like something's off.
Or he might just
Something's
value
off.
her grandma.
Maybe he just like
maybe
he probably just like
She could be a
But you would look at my grandmother and
Probably
wouldn't think
just
she's a
like
grandmother.
If I gave that guy, if I met him tomorrow,
Yeah.
I gave him $2 million, a blue
And a
truck on IG,
Lamborghini. Okay.
a mansion, and a Lamborghini. I'm telling you, your grandma ain't getting dick for a long time, and then the divorce papers are coming.
I have a question.
Old women cannot compete with young women. They just cannot. They
I'm
lose
28
every
I
single
don't know if
time.
he's cheating
I
on
want to
that.
have a
no way.
question
Yeah,
for
go ahead.
you.
Yeah, sure.
Do you want to get married?
Me?
Yes.
Yes. But not here.
In
Okay,
America.
not saying. Okay, I heard your other podcast. You talk about the rules in different states
Yeah,
or whatever,
yeah, it's
or
bad move.
countries. But I'm saying, like, how old are you?
32.
Okay, so at 32,
Yeah.
are you 6 months into marriage? Are you like, do you have that person that you have in mind that you want
No,
to marry
not at
now?
all.
So what age do you feel like you want to get married?
Me?
Yeah.
I mean, I have a rule. I tell guys you shouldn't. This is me personally. People agree, some people don't. I tell guys you shouldn't get married until 35 years old,
right.
making $100,000 a year at least, 6 figures, in shape, had sex with 50 women, and have 1 year to 6 months to 1 year of savings in the bank.
So which one you checked off on?
All of them?
How far are we on
He ain't
that?
35.
on that list.
I'll leave it to your imagination. I'll leave it to your imagination. But me personally, I just understand that the best way to raise children is within the confinements of a marriage. I understand that.
So at 35, you said the man has to be 35. So that means that
So I mean, I'm going to probably push it back a little bit more
women.
because
so-
I have men can get married whenever and have kids. So I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait.
Okay, so you just gonna wait. So
Yeah, I'm not in no rush
So
to
we
get
shouldn't
married.
wait though. We gotta get married as soon as we get.
Next month.
Yeah, we are not the same. You have a clock. I don't.
Our
Okay.
eggs, yeah, I guess.
You know.
Your fertility
That's
goes
true.
down
He
the
can
older
be
you go
50
up.
and be successful, and he's gonna get
With a
someone,
22-year-old.
Yeah. And I think this is something that women also don't understand is that men and women play by different rules. If I'm going to put it in a simple way, you know, women are trust fund babies and men are self-made millionaires. So I have my time, you know, to my side. I got time on my side where I can create my value. And then as I create my value, I can enjoy the fruits of that labor. With women, you get the money up front and you have to basically conserve it and spend it at the most opportune time to be able to get a good return on your investment. You get what I'm saying? In other words, you got to cash your chips when you're at your peak. A lot of women want to push it off. And the longer you push it off, the less likely to find a guy that you actually want.
So I need to get married now.
Yes, if I'm going to be honest, yes.
29.
ASAP.
I'm
You
pushing
need to find a guy like
I'm
before.
pushing it.
You're in the line. I feel like 40. You're
And here's the
pushing
thing.
it. 40.
I wish it wasn't like that, ladies. But the only reason why I say women should get married younger is because it's going to give you the best advantage to find the best guy. Now, if you don't necessarily care about that and you're willing to settle and date a more average man, fantastic. Wait,
But that's not there.
but let's keep exactly, MJ. Right? They most women when I put in and we got a whole calculator here and we ask girls, hey, what kind of guy do you want? Most women describe a man at the top 1%.
Yeah. 6 foot, in shape, 6 figures,
You know, I feel like
good dick. Merch.
I feel like a lot
Merch.
of merch. A lot of people think that way because when you think about like normal, like everyday, day-to-day people,
Yeah.
mental health is a really big thing. And for the most part, like I know myself dating young, like that really affects you. And that I feel like whatever
Merch.
I've been through
Mhm.
affects what I want in the future. And mental health is something that's so big. Like besides you marrying someone young, you're also marrying into their mental health problems, into their journey of like finding themselves and all that shit. So
So you mean
why are you laughing?
It's
What's
Chris.
funny? You laughing at me? What's funny?
It's Chris. Every time
Chris
you
in the
say,
Chris, why are you laughing?
I feel like
She wants to know.
I
Chris,
know.
tell her why you're laughing. Go ahead, bro.
Because you said I feel like I'm like merch because we have a shirt in store. It's Mo. I feel like so it goes on my feelings.
Okay, so
say
you're just
merch.
laughing for the feel like I thought something else. Okay,
Yeah, I was just laughing.
Okay,
Merch.
But I mean, I don't. It's not really an emotional thing. People really have mental health problems. So
you're talking about the woman or the man?
in both. But if you're saying women should date younger, like
I'm saying
no.
I'm
Or, like,
saying
get
a woman should
married
marry when she's
sooner.
at her peak.
yeah. But along with that, men also you have to think about where the man is at. If a nigga is in a bad mental state, and then you're basically about to marry into something that
Yeah,
either you're not ready for or
that's
whatever
where
the case
family
may
comes
be.
in and is very important. This is why I've always said this is why father figures are needed. This is why strong brothers needed. This is why you need male figures in your family that don't have a self-interest in fucking you because they're going to keep it real with you. When I have my daughter, I'm going to tell her the truth. Hey, listen, dummy, you need to get a guy while you're still young and beautiful so that you can get the best guy. And if you don't, fantastic. Be prepared. I'm going to have to probably support you for the rest of your life because no guy's going to come in here and take you. And that's what it is. Like this is why you need a male figure in your family that can help you with the mate selection process. Because if my daughter brings a guy to me and he's a bum and he's a loser, I'm gonna tell her, you're done. You ain't talking to this nigga no more. He's a loser. Because guys are gonna pre-screen a lot of these dudes and it's gonna help you a lot. But a lot of girls, they go off of, you know what, I'm gonna pick the guy. Well, here's the problem. Women are emotional, erratic creatures that are not capable of independent thought from a logic perspective. I know that sounds sexist, but it's very true. Women go off of their emotions. How many times have you fell for the bad boy that you knew was terrible for you, but you kept going back to him?
Because of that dick.
Not only that, for the girls with no father figure, they're left like building from scratch of what they think a man is supposed to be.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
a lot of the times you're messing up on like the correct.
My
partner.
dad used to tell me, you don't have guy friends. They only want to fuck you. So you have to deal with it.
But also, men also, if you're a boy and you don't have that father figure and you don't have any male figure in your life,
and that sucks.
that also affects you. You know, because I know I've been with men who's never had a father figure, and it's mad hard to love because either you're teaching them how to love a woman, or like loving. You know, like there's a lot of different things that go on when it comes to nowadays, I think, because a lot of people are being more conscious about their mental health and their partner's mental health.
Yeah.
So I think there should definitely be a conversation with men who don't have those figures, those father figures in their lives, to either take the initiative and learn and, you know, find those outlets to help you deal with yourself. And
well, that brings us to a bigger problem, you know, for the fatherless America, you know, and I've watched a documentary on this from our guy Tommy Sotomayor. Shout out to him. He did a whole documentary on this. This is why fathers are needed. But I mean, yeah, it sucks because then we end up with situations like this. But all I'm saying for women, right? The basic takeaway is this: men are attracted to youth, beauty, and fertility. When do you have the most of that? When you're in your youth and you're in your 20s. You know, universally, and they did a study on this. Men between 18 all the way up to like 70 years old. They polled them and they found universally across different countries, cultures, etc. Men preferred women between the ages of 18 to 24. That seems to be the golden, era right there. And then from there, you know, it just kind of goes down a bit.
What year was the study done in?
I don't know the year, but
Because there's a difference. Now, back in the days, 18 to 24, you know, now people are looking younger longer. So it's 40-year-olds I've seen, and they looking like they 25. I'm like, damn. What
but that's true. They might look younger.
That's true, but like, come on.
They
now,
look younger. They have the same look as a 24-year-old, but then have a mindset of a grown up.
Let's be real here, though. Like, and I've been with like
How
a
old
40.
are you? Sorry,
I'm 28.
28. Okay.
I've been with a 42-year-old, right? And
Mom,
she
nigga.
was like, she was like, literally, you can live in my house. I make good money. All you got to do is provide dick. I'm like, nah. You know what I'm saying? And she looked good. She looked good. But it's like this. I'm always gonna go for, or any man in general is gonna go for a younger, just a prime woman. You're gonna go for somebody in their prime, just like a woman would too. Like, y'all not gonna go for a guy that's young and he don't got nothing. You're gonna go for the guy that's, you know, established and in his prime. He in his prime age, he's a young buck.
It's just that this is the reality, and this is gonna offend some people. Women are told, go ahead, have fun in your 20s, do your thing. Don't worry, there's going to be a man there to rescue you at the end, to marry you, whatever it may be. Men are expected to take women when they're on their worst. However, it's not okay for a man to not want to take a woman when she's at her worst. You're shunned for that. I've said it before. Older women, bro, are kind of a waste of time. You don't want to really take them seriously because they don't really offer you utility. Oh my God, what the fuck?
Misogyny.
But if I turn around and said, yeah, you know, you don't want to date a dude that's fucking 21, live with his mom smoking pot all day without a job. What the fuck? Everybody gonna look at me like, oh, you know what? Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. So it's okay to, you know, accept a woman when she's on the decline, but it's not okay for a guy to not want to take a woman when she's on the decline. It's a crazy double standard. Women should be accepted no matter what they do. Versus a man, it's like, nah, bro,
Or
you
how
gotta
old they
accept
are.
it. Huh? So
Nothing.
what was that?
Okay, so guys 35 you said marry after you're 35.
That's what I tell guys. But me, I'm gonna push it back probably more than that.
Right to 40.
Personally.
So at 40,
Maybe.
then you so basically at 23, because you said 18 to 24. So at 23, when you in your prime and you your finest and you your youngest, you need to find a 40-year-old.
No, no.
You need to marry because
I would just say it's time to cash
a
your chips in.
40-year-old is looking for a 23-year-old. So the 23-year-old as a woman, 23, I should be looking for a 40-year-old.
Okay.
I mean, on average, people
That's
there's
the
a
metric,
7-year
I
difference,
think.
but like, yeah, I mean that's a metric you can use. But like, I mean, a guy that has his shit together is gonna want to marry a younger
23
woman.
ladies, y'all better get y'all sugar daddy points up.
We got some chats here as well.
All I'm saying is that girls should cash out when they're up.
Absolutely.
That's all I'm saying.
100%.
But you can still be up at 30.
And then MJ,
at 34.
You got a question for the panel?
That's all I'm saying.
That I think my question was is a whole phase necessary?
Okay.
Required.
We'll do the chat here.
Guys, we're on 5-year mode right now. We got 4.5k likes, 500 more likes, guys, and the chat is free.
What happened? What happened?
How long we been here?
No,